welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sam.
And I'm excited because today we're beginning a 2-day article about my favorite French realist artist, Jean-François Millet. Of course, born in 1814, a member of the Barbizon School.
Wait a second. I think you have the wrong type of millet. I think you're reading this wrong.
Millet or Millet. He's French. Go to the Louvre, you can see his stuff. Maybe the Jeu de Paume, I'm not sure.
No. This is just millet, like the grain, like a seed, like what birds eat.
You mean like wheat or like sorghum?
Yeah.
Barley? Oats?
Yeah. And we're going to talk about it for 2 days.
Millet.
Yes.
Not Millet.
No.
Can we switch it and just pretend it's about a French artist? Dang. Okay, let's talk about millet, an ancient grain for modern times.
Yes, and so this is something that you might not know what it might look like.
I know it's an ancient grain for modern times.
Good.
That's all I know.
And if you have birds, you might have seen it or you might have used it as a treat for them.
Wow.
I remember growing up, my friend had little tiny, I think they're called budgies. They're green, a green one and a little blue one.
Yeah, cute little birds.
And their treat was they got to have a little millet, like, I don't even know what you would call it, maybe a
stalk?
Stalk,
a
yeah.
Stalk?
And you get to hold it and you kind of hand it to them and they just...
Really? Oh, so it didn't just come in like a bag of birdseed.
No, it was like in
cute.
stalks, and so you could take it out and just hand it, and they would just.
I did not know that you knew so much about millet, and you have a grain brain.
I do.
Look at that grain brain on this lovely lady. She knows a lot about grain, and the info's in her brain. And we're going to learn a lot about millet, whether we like it or not, in an ancient grain for modern times, part 1. Let's get into it. Hey there, foodies! Did you know that the United Nations named 2023 the International Year of Millets? If you thought the seed was only for the birds, think again. It's time to get in on the secret of this wonder food and learn why people around the world should start dishing it up regularly. But first things first, what is it exactly? Millet is a type of grain widely eaten in Asia and Africa. Part of the grass family, the plant is known for its high tolerance for low-quality soil, dry conditions, and pests. There are over 6,000 varieties found across the globe, including pearl millet, finger millet, and foxtail millet. Each of them has a unique flavor and texture.
Okay, welcome to our article. We have 2 parts on millet. So as we read, they are an ancient grain for modern times. So this is a very old type of grain that is kind of making a comeback in these modern times and might be a solution to some of the problems that we might be having at the moment. So we get to read about it.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, a lot of people, of course, know wheat and barley and rice. These are very common grains. But yeah, people are trying to bring back these ancient things that we used to make ancient bread about. And it's kind of a hip thing in cool restaurants. I think I had some spelt not too long ago. It's like ancient wheat or something. But yeah, if you're a real food fan, this might be also up your alley. It says, hey there, foodies. A foodie is a fan of food and cooking, fine dining. You know, you're not just happy to eat ramen every day of your life. And if you are, you're gonna spice up your ramen with some miso or kimchi or something kind of cool and maybe a little exotic or foreign. So fans of food and cooking, that type of thing, you might be a foodie. Did you know that the United Nations named 2023 the International Year of Millets? Did you know that?
I did not.
Now you do. Do you care?
I mean, no.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
The United Nations often does this. I think 2023 is probably the International Year of many things.
Probably.
But if we went to the FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization, which I think is part of the UN, they might be the people behind the International Year of Millets. And if you thought the seed was only for birds, think again. It is for birds, but it's also for people who don't fly like humans. It's time to get in on the secret of this wonder food and learn why people around the world should start dishing it up regularly. All right, not will, not might, but should. There's something good about millet that we all need to learn about and start doing.
Yes.
But let's get into it.
Yes, so I'm kind of actually glad that now, after reading this article, I'm glad that now it's this International Year of the Millets.
We're already in what, like June or July, and I'm 6 months behind.
I know,
I gotta start eating millet.
It sounds like there's a lot of benefits to adding more millet to the world right now.
Okay.
So if we keep reading, we have, but first things first. What is it exactly? So what is millet exactly?
Good question.
So it says, millet is a type of grain widely eaten in Asia and Africa. Part of the grass family, the plant is known for its high tolerance for low quality soil, dry conditions, and pests.
Oh,
yes.
So it's tough.
Yes, so
Grows anywhere.
That's kind of the big selling point of millets is that it can grow and survive and be abundant in places that maybe a lot of other foods can't.
True.
And so it has a very high tolerance. So tolerance is a noun, and your tolerance is how well you can tolerate something, which means how well you can handle something. So in this example, we were talking about our millets tolerating bad conditions. So it can withstand those bad conditions. It can still grow. It can still thrive in those bad conditions. And so if you are tolerant to something, you can handle it, you can get through it, you can, it doesn't bother you in all of those types of things. So some people are lactose intolerant. It means that their body cannot tolerate milk. It cannot handle milk, and they get sick if they have milk, dairy, cheese, all that kind of stuff. So we also have this example sentence that's talking about the tolerance of weather. So it says, Martha does not have much tolerance for hot weather. So Martha does not like to be in the hot weather. If it's even a little bit too hot outside, she feels very uncomfortable. So that's how well she can tolerate weather.
That's right. How well she can live with it before it becomes difficult, before it makes her life bad or something like that. So this millet, this grain, has a high tolerance for bad soil, not a lot of water, and it can also fight off a lot of pests. What are pests? Well, this is a general word for a type of animal. Usually, it's an animal. It could be an insect. It could be something bigger like a mouse or a rat. But pests generally bring disease. They can destroy things. They can damage things. They're things that we want to keep out of our homes, away from our plants and our animals, because if we let them in, they can grow in large numbers quickly and they can damage, eat, destroy, poison things. Rats in your kitchen, cockroaches, little bugs that eat your plants. These are all pests. And so we have traps and chemicals and sprays. We do certain things to keep the pests away, because you don't want to be a farmer who works all year and then have a bunch of insects come along and eat all your food, all your money, your whole year of work. Here's an example. The garden was full of pests that were destroying the crops. Moths, caterpillars, aphids, things like that. We spray for them. We try to grow things that keep them away. Back to the article, it says there are over 6,000 varieties found across the globe. A lot of different types of millet, including pearl millet, finger millet, and foxtail millet. Which is your favorite?
Well, I think the foxtail millet is the one that we used to give the birds. So I'll go with that one.
I wasn't expecting an answer. There you go. My favorite would be chocolate.
Oh.
I don't think they have that. Each of them has a unique flavor and texture. Yeah, there's different types of wheat. We know there are different types of rice, right? Chinese rice, rice from Thailand, Japan. It's all a little bit different. So there are different varieties of millet too.
Yes, and so variety is a noun, and that just means different kinds of that thing. So if we say there are a variety of colors, there are lots of different kinds of colors. There's a variety of dishes at this restaurant. There are lots of different, that's actually our example sentence, so I'll just read that first. The restaurant has dishes of every variety. So this restaurant has many different varieties, many different kinds, many different types of dishes or food. And so in this case, millet has many varieties. They all count as millet, but they're all a little bit different.
Absolutely. And each variety is unique. If something is unique, it's kind of special, it's on its own, it's different from the other ones. It might be quite similar in many ways, but it also has clear differences, so we give it a special name, we put it in a certain category, even maybe you can look at it and see, oh, that is clearly different from that one, because it's quite unique. We could also say original if we're talking about creativity, you know, a unique kind of music or a unique kind of clothing from a designer. This restaurant has unique food. They combine Japanese food and Brazilian food. It's very special, unusual, original, not found in many places, or maybe only in one place. You know Joseph?
Yes.
Joseph is an artist who has a unique style. The way he combines garbage and hats is beautiful but smelly.
Yeah, I don't think I want a garbage hat.
Unique. All right, we're going to take a break and then we'll be back.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课程是关于小米，不是那个手机品牌哦，而是农作物的小米 Millet。那么小米是一种谷物，在亚洲和非洲被人们广泛食用。这种植物呢，对贫瘠的土壤、干燥环境还有病虫害具有高度的耐受性。那么在全球各地有6000多个品种，每一种都有独特的风味跟口感哦。好，单字 tolerance 它表示耐受性或是忍耐力，也可以指宽容。我们来补充它的相关词性哦。Tolerate 是动词，表示忍受、容忍。Tolerant 它是形容容忍的、有耐受性的，也可以描述植物、动物，它们是能够耐什么什么的。好，那我们在 tolerant 前面加上否定字首 in， 变成 intolerant， 那就表示无法忍受的、不耐的。好，那我们其实是要补充 Sam 老师提到的 lactose intolerant， 那就可以表达乳糖不耐症的。好，那么老师在解释单字时，还有用到一个动词叫 withstand。withstand 这个动词表示承受、经得起，还有提到 thrive 这个动词 thrive， 它可以表达茁壮成长或是繁荣的意思。再看到下一个单字是 pest， 它是指害虫，尤其是那种破坏农作物的害虫或是有害的小动物。那么 Mike 老师这时候有提到 aphid。aphid 表示蚜虫。好，再来看到 variety 这个名词，它表示种类、品种，这时候是可数名词。我们也可以拿它当不可数名词去表达多样性或是变化的意思。再来 unique 是形容独特的、独一无二的。老师提到独特有原创性的事物时，他用到 creativity， 就是把 create 后面的 e 去掉，再加上 ivity，creativity 表示创意或是创造力。接回课文中。
Not only is millet great for farming in areas with limited water resources, but it's also a highly nutritious energy source. It's loaded with fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals. In fact, just 1 cup of cooked millet alone provides 12% of the suggested daily amount of protein. As with other whole grains, eating it helps control blood sugar levels and maintain heart health.
Okay, welcome back. We have been talking about millet and all of this wonderful stuff that we're learning about it and how it can survive in really tough conditions. So let's go ahead and keep reading. And we read, not only is millet great for farming in areas with limited water resources, but it's also a highly nutritious energy source. It's loaded with fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals.
Wow, very interesting. And that's good because, I mean, you know, people eat a lot of bread, but I think a lot of the wheat that we use, it's cheap to grow, it grows quickly, we get a lot of it, but I think we've lost some of the nutritious aspect of a lot of these fruits and vegetables and grains that we eat. We've kind of over-scienced them and over-farmed them, which is part of the reason people are getting into these older grains.
Yes, and so this nutrition would be the noun form of nutritious, the adjective. So nutrition has become a very important part of everybody's life as we're trying to be more healthy. So nutritious is talking about foods and whether or not they have nutrients, which is the good stuff inside of food that gives you vitamins, minerals, fiber. All of those things are nutritious things that will make your body healthy. So it's important to eat nutritious meals like greens and whole grains and all this kind of stuff versus non-nutritious meals like, I don't know, pizza, even though I love pizza. But that would be
gummy bears.
Yeah, chips. Those are not nutritious.
Chocolate bars.
Yes. And so we read the sentence, I usually have a nutritious salad for lunch. So maybe has some fruits or vegetables in the salad and not very much sauce, that kind of stuff.
That's very good. Very nutritious. But then you have 4G pie for dinner. That's not very nutritious. Tastes good though.
And then you have fried chicken for a midnight snack.
Ooh, that's another one. Not nutritious, but yes,
nutritious.
Fruit, vegetables, of course, those are nutritious. They are food healthy. Back to the article. It says, in fact, we're going to give you an idea of just how nutritious millet can be, so listen up. In fact, just 1 cup of cooked millet alone provides 12% of the suggested daily amount of protein. That is absolutely amazing. I don't think you're going to maybe eat a cup of millet, but if you grind it and make it into bread, if you cook with it, if you put it in other things, it's very good. And I'm sure that is much healthier than wheat and some of the other more common grains. As with other whole grains, like wheat and stuff like that, eating it helps control blood sugar levels and maintain heart health. So not only is it giving you like healthy calories and no fat, but it also has these other chemicals in it that are good for many parts of your body, especially, fairly important parts like your heart.
Yeah, kind of important.
Kind of important. So it's kind of a good idea to eat lots of millet. That's all the time we have for today. I think I'm going to go out and get myself a nice big bowl of millet, just grind away on it. And then we're going to be back tomorrow with more. So join us then. And until then, do not eat a donut unless it's a millet donut, in which case, eat up.
小米不但非常适合在水资源有限的地区耕作，它还是一种高营养价值的能量来源。它富含纤维、蛋白质、维生素还有矿物质。那事实上，光是一杯煮熟的小米就可以提供每天蛋白质建议摄取量的12%。而且食用小米就有助于控制血糖值，还有维持心脏的健康。我们来看单字 nutritious， 它是形容富含营养的或是营养价值高的。那它的相关单字是 nutrition， 可以表达营养。Nutrient 则是表达营养成分或是营养素。那这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 not only but also 表示不但怎么样，而且怎么样，用来连接词性相同的字词。那连接子句的时候呢，我们常常会把 not only 移到句首。那这时候它引导的子句要用倒装句哦，就会写作 not only 加助动词加主词加动词，或者是 not only 加 be 动词加主词。好，那么后半句的 but also 它所连接的子句里面，这个 also 是可以省略的。如果你要保留 also， 那它要摆在一般动词之前，或者是 be 动词之后，这样就会写作 but 主词加上 also 加动词，或者是 but 主词加 be 动词加 also。好，我们看2个例句。Not only did he direct the film, but he also starred in it. 他不仅执导那部电影，还在电影里面担任主演。Not only is she a talented writer, but she's also an excellent podcaster. 她不但是个才华洋溢的作家，也是个很出色的播客主。第2个重点呢，则是 be loaded with something 这个用法。好，动词 load 它可以表达装载、使充满。我们常常会用被动语态 be loaded with something 来表达有大量的某事物充满了什么什么。举例来说 ，Many breakfast cereals are loaded with sugar. 许多早餐麦片含有大量的糖。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Hey there, foodies! Did you know that the United Nations named 2023 the International Year of Millets? If you thought the seed was only for the birds, think again. It's time to get in on the secret of this wonder food and learn why people around the world should start dishing it up regularly. But first things first, what is it exactly? Millet is a type of grain widely eaten in Asia and Africa. Part of the grass family, the plant is known for its high tolerance for low-quality soil, dry conditions, and pests. There are over 6,000 varieties found across the globe, including pearl millet, finger millet, and foxtail millet. Each of them has a unique flavor and texture. Not only is millet great for farming in areas with limited water resources, but it's also a highly nutritious energy source. It's loaded with fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals. In fact, just 1 cup of cooked millet alone provides 12% of the suggested daily amount of protein. As with other whole grains, eating it helps control blood sugar levels and maintain heart health.
Hi everyone, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Winnie.
And today we're going to play a game called Guess the Bear, a game where we each have 3 cards with sentences on them, and a word or phrase in each sentence has been replaced by the word bear. We each have 1 minute to guess the bear, and Winnie, you're up first.
Okay.
So let's put 1 minute on the clock. Okay, your first word is a noun. The restaurant offers a bear of vegetarian options.
Sorry, go ahead.
I like the paint quality, but there's not much bear in colors.
Variety?
Yes.
Okay, I jumped the gun. Sorry.
You had it. Okay, next one is an adjective. Jenna has a very bare sense of fashion. This plant is bare to this area and grows nowhere else.
Local? Trendy? Wait.
Let's skip it for now.
Yeah, let's skip it for now.
Okay, last one is a phrase. It's 2 words. This juice isn't good for you. It's bare sugar. The pasta looks healthy, but it's actually bare carbs.
Full of, filled with,
Close.
made of, contains, consists of. Next one.
Okay, we'll go back to the first, the
Second one.
Yeah. Adjective. Jenna has a very bare sense of fashion.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Okay.
that one was unique. The adjective. So Jenna has a very unique sense of fashion. This plant is unique to this area and grows nowhere else. And the last one, the phrase, 2 words, this was loaded with. This juice isn't good for you. It's loaded with sugar. The pasta looks healthy, but it's actually loaded with carbs.
That was a tough one. I'm going to get you back now. Okay, so noun, 1 word. Lucy has no bear for loud, obnoxious people. My bear for hot weather is really low. I can't stand it.
Tolerance?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Mice, this is a noun, 1 word.
Okay.
Mice, rats, and bugs are common city bears. Mike's little brother is such a bear.
Rodent?
Close.
Pest?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, last one, adjective, 1 word. The personal trainer only eats filling, bare food. Adding vegetables is an easy way to make any dish bare. I'll repeat it.
Yes, please.
The personal trainer only eats filling, bare food. Adding vegetables is an easy way to make any dish bare.
So close. Like healthy?
Yeah, close, along the line.
Nutritious?
Yes! You got 3 out of 3!
I beat you.
You beat me. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I honestly thought you weren't going to get